Greetings and welcome to today's episode. We are continuing with the way of the superior man, and we are currently on chapter 6, which reads, Never change your mind just to please a woman. If a woman suggests something that changes a man's perspective, then he should make a new decision based on his perspective. But he should never betray his own deepest knowledge and intuition in order to please his woman or go along with her. Both she and he will be weakened by such an act, by such an action. They will grow to resent each other, and the crust of accumulated inauthenticity will burden their love, as well as their capacity for free action. You should always listen to your woman. I repeat, you should always listen to your woman and then make your own decision. If you choose to go with your woman's suggestion, even when deep in heart you feel another decision is more wise, you are in effect saying you don't trust your own wisdom. You are weakening yourself by telling yourself this. You are weakening your woman's trust in you. Why should she trust your wisdom if you don't? Very clear statement here. We mainly speak about wisdom, trusting your own wisdom, understanding your own self. This doesn't just go with women. This goes with anybody else. This goes with anyone you are speaking to. When they give you a certain suggestion, you need to evaluate that suggestion with your own understanding, your own intuition. And say you do decide to go with their suggestion, make the decision based on your own perspective and realize that you have gone with that suggestion for your own benefit, for your own beneficial sake. Do not make the decision in order to please anybody else. People pleasing. That's what people pleasing is, where you behave in a certain way in order to please those around you, your wife, your woman, your girlfriend, your friend, your colleagues. You act inauthentically. Last week we spoke about holding your deepest realization and understanding who you are at your deepest. When you realize who you are at your deepest and understand your own wisdom at your deepest, then you will not need to please anybody else. You will not need to change your own perspective for anybody else for the sake of pleasing somebody else. You only change your perspective for the sake of pleasing yourself. When you deny your deep truth to please a woman, everyone will feel your lack of inauthenticity. They will sense that your false smile hides an inner division. Your friends, children, and business colleagues may love you, but won't trust you. Since you don't trust your own core intent, and more importantly, your own sense of inauthenticity, will burden your capacity to act with clarity. Your actions won't jibe with your core. You're not being real. You're not being true to yourself. You're not holding or realizing your deepest realization. You are not holding your deepest truth. You're holding somebody else's deepest truth. Pleasing for somebody else. You're literally a puppet. You're selling your soul to your peers, your friends, your wife, your partner, for the sake of pleasing them. Never change your mind in order to please somebody else. Because when you do that, they sense your lack of inauthenticity. You don't become a real person. We are all different on this planet for a reason. We are all different, and when we come together and put our differences aside, we create one beautiful union of different ideas, thoughts, ways that we can live together. However, when you choose to change yourself in order to please somebody else, it doesn't do any good for you, because you are only becoming their version of you, and you are not becoming your version of you. However, if you listen to your woman, taking everything that she says into account, and making your own best decision, then you are acting in accordance with your core. If I am wrong, I will learn from it, and my wisdom will be deepened. Repeat that mantra in your head. If I am wrong, I will learn from it, and my wisdom will be deepened. Rather than continuously being told what to do, and you end up doing that in order to please the people around you, in order to please those around you, your family, your friends, your girlfriend, your wife, anybody, not for yourself. Then where do you learn? How do you learn? The best way to learn is to learn from your own mistakes, to learn from your own decisions, and grow from that. Your wisdom grows. You are saying, in effect, my deepest wisdom is leading me to this decision. And if I am wrong, I will learn from it, and my wisdom will be deepened. I'm willing to be wrong and grow from it. I trust this process of acting from my deepest wisdom. Trust yourself more than anybody else. Trust yourself. That's what being a man is. Being a man is being able to trust yourself from your inner core. That's what masculinity is. Trusting your inner core and trusting your sense of direction. Masculinity is direct. Straight to the point. Yep. XYZ. Boom. That's masculinity. I will just remind you that you must trust yourself. And how do you gain trust in yourself? Through understanding yourself, being with yourself, meditating by yourself, about yourself, knowing yourself more than anybody else knows you. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where somebody tells you that they know you way more than you do know yourself. If somebody knows you more than you know yourself, then they have control over you. This attitude of self-trust engenders others' trust in you. You may be wrong, but you are willing to find out and thus grow from the experience. You are open to listening to others, but in the end, you will take the responsibility of making your own decision. There is nobody else to blame. There is nobody else to blame. That's another very important thing. When you walk around listening to other people, pleasing other people, taking their suggestions in order to please them, when things go wrong, when things fall into the gutters, you fall into a trap of blame. It's your fault that you gave me that advice and I followed it and I failed. The same with this kind of content, the same with this kind of knowledge that I'm giving out to you. You must listen to this and then have your own responsibility to make your own decision, to choose to follow what I say, or to choose to follow some of the things that I say, or to choose to not follow it at all. That is your own responsibility. You need to stand on your own feet and stand your own ground as a man or as a masculine being. However, if you give up your real decision to follow your woman's, then you will blame her for being wrong if she is wrong. You will feel disempowered if she is right, having denied yourself the opportunity to act from your core and grow from your mistakes. Be open to changing your feeling based on whatever your woman might reveal to you through her body language or her words, and then make your own decision based on your deepest intuitive wisdom and knowledge. You may make the right decision or wrong one, but whatever happens, it is your best shot, and you will strengthen your capacity for future action. That's the chapter, gentlemen. Follow and trust your deepest intuition. It is there for you. What would you do if you were alone in the desert? This is why in the previous episodes, I do tell you, spend some time on your own. Go out into a field in nature by yourself and understand yourself. 2 hours, 30 minutes just by yourself. What kind of thoughts do you have? Do you have somebody else's thought patterns in your head that you cannot control? Are you worried about your job? Are you worried about people? Are you worried about validation from people? You must understand yourself and trust yourself, your own wisdom. And if your own self and own wisdom continues to put you through trouble, through what you call bad scenarios, continue trusting it and find a way to make your own change with that own trust, which is one of the reasons why you are here. You are here because you feel that some of your wisdom has put you in a negative situation, has put you in a situation where you must receive this type of knowledge in order for you to make a change. And now it is your responsibility to choose whether to follow this advice, to follow this knowledge, or to not. Simply put, remember, it's your responsibility to follow your own intuition, to follow and trust your own wisdom and intuition. If you like this type of content, please do drop a like and comment down below what you agree with or what you don't agree with in this chapter or with what I've said. Do also subscribe so that you're notified whenever I release a new video, so that you don't miss the next chapter. And remember, never be afraid to be too manly. Peace.